Hi. If you're in the B2B space and you're selling to a lot of different industries, the way you sell to public sector would be very different from the way you sell to, say, high tech or financial services or media. And this is a very interesting nuance for people in sales. In addition to this, who you are selling to, the title of the person you sell to, what are the conversations so far, all of that would matter to review an opportunity. And this is where generative AI can be really interesting. So we actually built a prompt called Deal Coach. And the beauty of it is that it can look at an opportunity and then it can look at the related account and the industry on the account. So it can now be used to look at the best practices for that specific industry and make those recommendations to your sales rep. For example, maybe your public sector customers need a lot more education, a lot more support, a lot more hand holding, if you will. And in contrast to them, your high tech customer may just be like, hey, just give me your product and give me access to some technology resources, but we'll predominantly run it on our own. So it's those kind of nuances that you can bake into a prompt and utilize generative AI. Another interesting aspect is who are you selling to? Are you connected to the right level? You're not going to sell a $5 million deal by talking to a summer intern at a company. Well, probably not. And that's the other thing, because in Salesforce, you can have on the opportunity the associated contact and their roles, who's the influencer, who's the decision maker, all of that. You now have an opportunity to apply generative AI and look at that and figure out, are we connected at the right level for the kind of deal we are selling, for the kind of product we are selling, for the kind of challenge that the customer said they have. And you can also draw parallels in terms of best practices based on the geography of the customer, the need that they have expressed, whether it is clearly articulated in the opportunity description itself, or if it's buried in some of the emails that have gone back and forth on the opportunity, or maybe it's in meeting notes and maybe you use Zoom and then Zoom sends you a summary version of meeting notes into Salesforce and you have all of that. The point is, with Deal Coach, you can actually analyze all of this unstructured data in this prompt and you can come up with recommendations for the sales rep. And the beauty is with GPTfy, which is a native app exchange product, you literally don't need anything else. You just buy GPTfy, connect it to your LLM, and we have a built-in masking layer, a security and trust layer, a prompt builder, an automation capability. And the idea is that you can now basically transverse and get data from the opportunity itself, the deal, the related account, the related contacts, the emails logged against it, tasks, activities, all of that stuff, standard object, custom object, managed package, all these fields. And you can take all this data and you can apply this really large best practices prompt, and wherein your sales team, your individual subject matter experts of different industries, different use cases, different products that you may have for different challenges, all of that can be baked in. The good news is with prompts, the significant amount of size of token that has increased means I can actually include an entire book of information in it of every kind of use case, depending on the opportunity stage, depending on the sales process I'm using. All of that can be baked in. And what that does is it basically is at scale best practice sales guidance for the rep. They don't have to learn anything and then apply it here. They can click a button or we can automate that with GPTfy. And basically AI can analyze all of this information and come up with recommendations based on the best practices. And then the rep can take corrective actions, they can understand what this is saying, and they can make changes if they like, so that if they go to a pipeline review meeting, they are a lot more aware. The whole sort of dot I's and cross T's is done. All of that due diligence and best practices and whatever else you may have, all of that can be applied beforehand. So the quality of conversation that your rep is having with the sales leadership, that starts to change. I'm really excited about it and I have received some very, very positive feedback from customers. I'll be very curious to hear what you think, and make a comment if you'd like me to share some more on this, and I'm happy to share a pre-recorded demo or something about it. Thank you so much.